Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I'm in downtown Los Angeles, and let me tell you, We Connect LA invited me out to come and do some interviews at their community event, and this is an amazing, amazing community, We Connect LA. This is my first time covering one of these events and one of these stories for them, but I'll tell you what, so far what I've seen, the people on stage, the people that this event has attracted. For today, we're talking about AI, we're talking about technology, we're talking about investing. We got a lot of things going here today, and I wasn't even expecting this interview to come up, but a longtime friend of Mission Matters and a return guest. I saw James Huang in the audience, and he is the founder and president over at Renaissance Global Network. And I saw him, and I'm like, hey, Jim, I've been hearing about this Renaissance Global Network. Like, I know him for doing a lot of things. I'm like, you got to come on the show. You got to tell me, and you got to tell my audience. So, Jim, man, it's so good to see you. Have I seen you this year yet?
You know what? We crossed paths. We probably met each other virtually for sure. Always virtually.
No, I don't think so. It was like a social media post or something like that, but I don't think I've seen you. I don't think I've seen you this year. Yeah.
I think I always see you on TikTok and everything else. So I feel like I've seen you all the time and I'm always up to date. But it's exciting, with We Connect. And because of our mutual friends, it's such a small world. If we're always getting out there with Jessica Nieto, one of the hosts and founders, and putting this all together with great speakers. I agree, great speakers, great people. And when you just come in and open up, you meet so many people and see how you can collaborate, and it's like instant friendships. So
I heard you. I was walking around here, and I'm going around before I bring in the shit. I'm like, I already heard you. You're talking about deals. You've been in this room for like 10 minutes, and you're talking about doing deals. Talk about the importance of the room you're in. Like, talk about that for a moment, please, because I know you're always in the right room. So when I see you, I'm like, oh, I'm at the right event.
Well, that's the one thing is you start knowing what rooms to be in, mostly because of the people who invites you. And if their credibility of what their impacts and what type of person they are, if they're in that room, usually you're in the room, their friends are in the room. And
you sure it wasn't my podcast setup? You're like, oh, Mission Matters podcast here.
I just want to sneak on in again, Adam. I'm stalking you and everything. Come on, man. But it is important because when this came up, and it was funny where Jessica, we invited her to go to the Renaissance, and I'll talk about that a little more later. We started sharing some notes. Actually, one of her friends, one of my ex-brokers, is doing a deal with somebody with me now. Jessica's friend was the owner-developer, and all these pieces came over, so we started just sharing and talking.
Dang.
And then we said, so it was
authentic, it was natural, organic, it just happens.
It just happens by just talking and communicating and sharing, and things happen. Then coming here, just on the way up, I saw friends come into the room, saw friends. And this is the thing too, and I think people should understand, using the power of social media and LinkedIn and many of the others. I was talking to them. We were trying to share contact information.
Yeah.
And we found out we were already connected.
It doesn't surprise me.
But then we're but now we're trying to figure out where we connecting as many people in different rooms, jet set, they fly to different places. They're on different events like you and I, so many different podcasts. I mean, I am almost not surprised to see you in the room anymore because you pretty much cover or run so many shows that I'm just not surprised anymore, Adam.
Yeah. I want to get into something you said, Renaissance Global Network. Like, I've been seeing some things on social media. I know you for doing a lot of different things. I say this affectionately. I think of you as a deal hound. Like, you're out there. If there's a deal, if there's a good way to add value to somebody, whether it's an organization, whether it's a piece of real estate, whether it's a business, like a technology, like you're in, and you're usually leading the charge. Like, Renaissance, what is this all about? Because this is our first time talking since I've seen that banner come up.
So Renaissance, what came about is after I left my position as president of EXP Commercial, I said, what do I want to do? There was different technology companies. As you know, I love to volunteer. Got to give a shout out to ARIA, the Asian Real Estate Association of America, and Happy Lunar New Year, Year of the Horse, Fire Horse for everyone.
Yeah.
So I love volunteering, right? And everyone knows through the story after the Great Recession, I didn't want to just do deals, just make money, but give back, help out. And ARIA was one of them. So after my EXP commercial position, I said, you know what? I want to start volunteering. I want to start taking care of some of the other companies and businesses I was involved in.
Yeah.
But you and I know you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing so much. Renaissance. So with Jeff Finn, who owns RealNext and who actually owned NAI Global, we discussed about a commercial platform.
Yeah.
But then who's going to run it? So with the timing and volunteering, it was putting it all together under an umbrella. So Renaissance is a network where people can come train and teach, mentor. But one secret sauce is the technology. Many of us, we invested and own technology companies that we could put it as the backbone to communicate, to keep everyone together, like the social media. We offer many services, and many people know transactional is very hard. But if you have authentic relationships and connections, you can then get people to use certain services, right? That's why the influencer and the marketing brand. But with that, you can now plug in to find non-RESPA services to really monetize, to create some deal flow while you're trying to do your day job in business. So that's what's truly exciting about building Renaissance. It brings it all together. Businesses, company, volunteering, anything and everything. And by getting people involved, you find a home. Everyone can find
It's interesting because when I think about what I know of your career, and I think I've known you now going on 10 years, man.
Longer.
10 years. And longer, 11 maybe. 11. I've been in LA that long. So I think 10, 11 years, you're one of the first people I remember meeting. And so looking at that, I'm like, if anybody was going to be able to put something together like that, like, because this is ambitious.
Yes.
A lot of different industries, a lot of different people, different personalities. Like, it's going to be you. What is your secret to putting something like this together? Like, how does something like this even happen?
You know, and a lot of times people say you can get rich young, right? We all wish that. But the average age of entrepreneurs to hit success is actually over 50. People don't think about that. People see the young people hitting it big.
Yeah.
But it really is after 50. It took time for me to build relationships and network. Prove in the corporate world or the volunteer world serving to the level of being, whether it's president or chairman or something, right?
Yeah.
And doing a good job, keeping your nose clean, not burning any bridges. So stars did have to align where you have to do so many things to a point where you say, okay, you see the dots too, and you know how to put it together and still have the passion, you know, whether you need to work or not, but you still have the passion to, I want to do this. And what is your why? And my why is to help other people, to help the young professionals because of AI and all these things happening. We're bringing the best and smartest people together, not always wanting a paycheck, but to just give back and just having a platform so, like what you're doing to speak. Everyone can now share their knowledge. Some people want to make money. That's okay. Some people want to do it for free. Keeping active. You retire. You want something to do. So now you can always give back, share, volunteer, make some money. And one of the biggest thing is, as Renaissance Global, it's a global network. We partnered with many groups to now understand different countries and cities. So I was always
it's international, global.
It's international. So with the U.S. dollar being strong or currency, it's hard to keep up and retire in the U.S., right? It's just the cost. And in other countries. So with this opportunity, it tells you how to arbitrage the currency with healthcare, with remote working, safety, language, so you can live somewhere else. Obviously, for me, I'd always keep my U.S. citizenship, but I could live abroad now. And with the time of remote work, we can build stuff so you could live in another part of the country or the world. And it's very exciting to share all this for anyone and everyone, to really not be confined or trapped, but to see that you have so many opportunities and plug in.
Yeah, man, that is exciting. So we're in 2026. We're February, recording this end of February. We'll be in March. Q1's going to be like, we're going to be on Q1 real quick. What's on the agenda for the rest of the year? What's the goals for Renaissance? Like talk to me about the plans and also how people can get involved.
Yes, thank you, Adam. One of the things is the plan is really implementation, right? A lot of things had to work through legal contracts and agreements. So we have that aligned. Now it's implementation. With AI now, you could do things so much quicker and faster to connect, right? So with the technology, with people joining, you can now connect and we can see, you fill out the information. We understand your profile. Now with AI, we know how to match up deals. I always say I take the easiest way. Who doesn't want referrals? Yeah. Referral for services, referral for your real estate business. Everyone wants referrals. So we start with getting the people to join, which we set it up in a way that if you bring people in, we track it. So we know you brought that individual. So if there's a payout, we can pay you. Everyone wants referrals. So there's an intake sheet. So now you can pass referrals and leads. But by filling the intake sheet, it shows us line items that allows you to monetize some service. We just put information. And who doesn't want to run let's say their real estate or their business more profitably? Everyone does. And we work with so many services to find out what are the best wholesale services. If they are just a good service and maybe they have a monopoly on it, we put it in so at least there's value, adding value, right? Everyone knows as adding value. Yeah. So with ways of paying people, getting the best services, adding value, people can run their business more efficiently, and obviously, blessing by our attorneys, if we can pay you, we pay you. Or if we have to pay through an entity that you have to be licensed by, no problem. But it's extra money and things that you can earn that you wouldn't get anyway. But we put it all together, just like drop shipping and everything else, that by just being who you are and doing interviews all the time, you just lead a funnel so you can get involved and make a little money, make some friends.
That's awesome. I love this, Jim. How do people, last thing I want you to do, I want you to look in the camera. How do people get involved? How do they learn more?
Oh, thank you so much, Adam. So you could reach out to me on LinkedIn. It's James Huang, Huang, or you can go to www.renaissanceglobalnetwork.com and you'll find it. Now you can use, Google, but we'll say with AI will pop up. And we look forward to connecting with people. And if you have a skill or a talent or a trade, we want to match people up to use social media to build a business nowadays, to plug in and help everyone really contribute, but also make some money. And I know when you do well, you can give back and help other people.
Absolutely. And for everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put that link in the show notes so you can just click on the link and head right on over and check out Renaissance. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Yes, you heard me right. Each and every day, we're bringing out new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well. So hit that subscribe or follow button. And Jim, man, appreciate you making some time for us.
Thank you so much, Adam.